Away from that, governance is an earnest affair. Each government policy has the potential to profoundly impact the lives of citizens. Therefore, policy decisions must not be founded on assumptions, suppositions, or statistical facts of dubious origins. These are some of the quotes from the book presentation of former Governor of Lagos State and former Minister of the Federal Republic, Babatunji Raji Fashola, held in Victoria Island, Lagos. We'll bring you that report and return with business news.
The book presentation titled The Nigerian Public Discourse, The Interplay of Empirical Evidence and Hyperbole, written by Babatunji Raji Fashola, had in attendance dignitaries and friends of the former minister from both the political and professional field. The book reviewer pointed out salient issues raised by the author, especially on the issue of corruption, as its prevalence is not just down to the government officials, but Nigerian citizens aiding, abating, and honoring corrupt government officials.
Discusses the issue of corruption. And he argues, I think correctly, that much of what we see is the absence of consequences, and therefore the normalization of corruption. But he also asks about us inviting government officials to fundraising events, conferring chieftaincy titles on politically exposed persons.
The Chief of Staff to the President, who also represented him at the event, reiterates the need to regulate social media to minimize the security threats posed by fake news.
The Ninth Assembly attempted, but we were resisted very vigorously by civil society. I guess the chickens have come home to roost, and I believe we're all on the same page now that social media is a menace and it must be regulated.
The author says every Nigerian can relate to every aspect of the book and point to the issue of housing deficit, which he says there is more to discuss beyond government building housing units.
We can look at housing not only from ownership and construction, but also rental. How many houses are empty and unoccupied? Why are they empty? Why are they not occupied? Some of the reason is because of the way we collect rent. That is not the only reason.
On myths and hyperboles Nigerians have are data and financial facts that the citizens erroneously flow with, especially on the percentage of the budget available for the National Assembly, which is less than 2%.
Commission, there's the National Service Commission, there are thousands of people that work in the National Assembly structure. So it's not as though, representatives are just somewhere trying to feed fat off. We cannot solve a problem without having, a data-driven system that would help us to be able to reach, solution. If you look into any advanced country, they just don't speak offhand. They have data which, drives each system.
There are lots of thought-provoking quotes from this book, which is expected to dominate public discussions, arguments, and policies in the days to come. Ayomidia J. TBC News, Lagos.